Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to check the TinyApe Freestyle 2.5-inch micro quadcopter by DarwinFPV. In this quick video, I'm going to go over its features and specs, give you my feedback after testing it out, and show you some flight footage. First of all, in terms of packaging, inside the box along with the quadcopter, you can find a single set of Gemfan 2512 propellers, a piece of paper with the layout of the all-in-one flight controller along with its specifications, and a bag that contains some zip ties, DarwinFPV stickers, a spare LiPo battery velcro strap, spare screws and nuts, and a plastic tube for protecting the antenna of the radio receiver. As for its specs, the TinyApe Freestyle features DarwinFPV branded 1103 8000 kV motors, which can handle up to 3S batteries when pushing these 2.5-inch propellers, a 25.5 by 25.5mm all-in-one F4 flight controller that features an integrated 2.4 GHz Express LRS radio receiver and a built-in 15 amperes BLLES 4-in-1 ESC that comes pre-flashed with Bluejay Firmware, a 40 channels VTX that supports TBS Smart Audio Protocol and has a maximum output power of 600 mW, the RunCam Nano 4 nano-sized FPV camera. It's using an XT30 battery connector, and the battery is going to be mounted on the top plate. In addition, the wheelbase of the frame is 108mm and it features a squashed X pattern. The thickness of the bottom and side carbon fiber plates is 2mm. The thickness of the top plate is 1.5mm. On the bottom plate, you can find both 16 by 16 and 25.5 by 25.5mm M2 mounting holes. Underneath the all-in-one flight controller, you can find a plastic sheet that is going to protect it, and over here a 3D printed part that is going to help protecting the bottom plate. Without a battery, the TinyApe weighs 53.8 grams. Including a 650 mAh 2S LHV battery, it weighs 85 grams. Including a 300 mAh 3S LHV battery, it weighs 81.8 grams. And the total weight, including a 450 mAh 3S LiPo battery, is 94.5 grams. As for setting up the TinyApe, first of all, the flight controller comes pre-flashed with a firmware that is only going to be compatible with Express LRS1, so I recommend to update the firmware of the flight controller to the latest available version of Betaflight 4.3, then apply the default settings, and you'll be able to use it with Express LRS 2.0 and above. As for the other settings, here you can see a quick overview of the default settings that the TinyApe is shipped with. And as always, these settings are included down below, so in case you'd like to revert the settings to the default ones, you can use the included dump file. You should note that the TinyApe is pre-tuned for 2S batteries, so in case you would like to use it with 3S batteries, you will need to change the PID profile to profile number 2. These are the default settings, but according to my experience, they work pretty well with the TinyApe on 3S batteries. And anyway, you shouldn't use PID profile number 1 with 3S batteries, as it is pretty much going to make the TinyApe unflyable. In addition, as for binding the built-in Express LRS radio receiver with your Express LRS radio transmitter, I recommend to check out this page, which is linked down below, as it will help you to find the CLI command that you'll need to type in the CLI tab of Betaflight for automatically binding them together. The next thing that I've done is to head outdoors and test the DarwinFPV TinyApe. Overall, after testing it out, I can tell you that this is a very nice little micro quadcopter, as it features good components, it is well priced, well tuned, and well designed. It is very similar in terms of flying characteristics to the Emax TinyHawk 2 Freestyle. However, I think that I would prefer this one over the TinyHawk 2 Freestyle, as it is a little bit cheaper, it features a more powerful video transmitter, and more important, it features a flight controller with a built-in Express LRS radio receiver, whereas the TinyHawk 2 Freestyle is using a flight controller with a built-in FrSky D8 radio receiver, which is rather limited in terms of radio range. As for flight time, you can expect between 2 to 4 minutes depending on how you fly, In case you are going to opt in for a 2S setup, I recommend to use this 650 mAh 2S LHV battery. And in case you would like to get the most out of the TinyApe in terms of performance, I recommend to use this smaller 300 mAh 3S LHV battery. But as I mentioned earlier, remember to adjust the PID profile, set it to PID profile number 2, and then make the necessary adjustments according to your preference. Anyway, now I'm going to wrap up this video with some flight footage. As always, I thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it and you find it useful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you like this video, and consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notifications bell if you're not already subscribed. See you on my next videos, and goodbye.
Focus, I can't even control it. You know your lips are golden.